How are you all? This is Jared here with part 7 of my Carl Edwards collection. Very, very special video for me. And if you know anything about me, you know Carl Edwards is my favorite NASCAR driver of all time. He's in the 2025 Hall of Fame class. He's going to get inducted this year. And this one is very special to me because this is a custom model that my brother made me of Carl Edwards' second ever career Cup start back in 2004 when he raced his car at Bristol. This was just a complete surprise. He made this just for the fun of it, just kind of out of nowhere. And I'm very, very appreciative and thankful, and I just was shocked when he presented this to me. So yeah, at basically the 2004 season, the Cup season was mostly run by Jeff Burton in this 99 car, and then near the end of the season, Carl Edwards took over and ran some of the last few races, kind of preparing for his, first real full-time Cup season in 2005 when he would end up breaking out. But yeah, man, this is this is just really crazy. I'm still just like mind blown that he made this for me, and that he took the time and effort, and it looks so awesome. Like it's obviously crashed, and there's a lot of damage on it and stuff because Carl Edwards did end up crashing in this. But it honestly, to me, it kind of makes it more unique and different. And it's even more effort that he had to put in to make this look right. And this isn't just like made up damage. I mean, he really took the time and effort to make the damage look exactly how it was in the race. So yeah, I mean, in this race, Carl Edwards started 25th and ended up finishing 33rd after this wreck. But let's go ahead and take a little dive into this, see some of this stuff up close. I am going to consider this another diecast in my collection, even though technically it's not really a diecast, it's more of a model. But I like to consider models diecast anyway. But the main thing here is the front, as far as the damage goes. This is just crazy detail here. The right front is just destroyed. Honestly, kind of looks like how my car did a few years ago when I got into my first ever accident. But yeah, he was sponsored by Roundup in this race. Of course, he has SKF, some of the typical sponsors from back in the day. And not only was it just the car that he worked on, but he also worked on the base and tried to make it, concrete, just like Bristol. And even added a little like oil and stuff on the bottom, oil, fluid leaking out and stuff. But obviously the hood is wrinkled up, and he even added some smoke coming out of the hood, and the left front is a little messed up, like it's turned to the right. And all this stuff is intentional. This is, like I said, you'll see in a second. I'll show you a side by side how it looks to some of the pictures from the actual race. But as far as the paint scheme goes, I mean, it's a white it's a white base with some blue stripes, very simple paint scheme. He didn't run a lot of crazy paint schemes back in 2004 at the end of that year. It was, a lot of the time it was some of these simple paint schemes, but also as far as the damage goes, you can see on the back he got rear-ended and, dented in there. Spoilers a little wrinkled up there. And really cool to see the rookie stripes and even, a little bit of dirt and scuffs on not only, like I said, not only the bump in the back, but also you could see like the actual scuffs when he got rear-ended. But yeah, you got Roundup all over it, roundup.com, green numbers on the sides, and then a big blue numbers on the top. Scott's, you got Pennzoil, and then you got the classic, mid 2000s decals all over the car. The right front quarter panel just like gone, and the right front just absolutely destroyed. And yeah, just it's so cool with the smoke and everything, how he did that with that Q-tip, and even scuffs on the track, little tire marks. So awesome. As far as my Carl Edwards collection goes, when it comes to 2004, I have 2 Carl Edwards diecast up to this point. One was a custom 164 of his, it was just a plain white car, and I always thought that was kind of cool. Just like an unsponsored '99 car that he ran, and I also have technically Jeff Burton's Green Lantern car, but I like to call it Carl Edwards' Green Lantern car because he was the one who ended up running it. Oh, my dog's not listening. He's just gonna come right on in here. That's fine. My heavens, it's just I don't want to Max. So you can even see some of the paint scuffs on the front here, things of that nature, and just super cool. So now I wanted to read you what my brother wrote about this car and how he made a post on Facebook about it that I wanted to read in this video. He's really into making NASCAR models, and he has been putting a lot of time and effort into those over the last few months, and obviously this is my favorite one that he's done so far. But anyway, let's go ahead and read this post that he wrote here. For my second attempt at a NASCAR kit, I ended up with this. Carl Edwards' first cup race at Bristol, where he DNF'd at 33rd. I found these extremely obscure custom decals on eBay. After doing some research, I found he only raced this car a couple times in 2004, and one was his second cup start, depicted here. So after finding a recording of the race, I used some reference screenshots and went at it on a spare Ford Taurus body I had. The damage was recreated using a combination of a hairdryer to melt the plastic and aluminum foil. The pavement is sandpaper. The original idea came when I was making a random Bill Elliott car that had two bodies, and I wanted to make something for my brother Jared, who's a huge Edwards fan, so I sacrificed the Elliott chassis for this. Shout out to Southern Motorsport Hobbies on eBay for the decals and Steve Ward on Facebook for the original kit. Go check out all the other stuff they have for sale. So once again, he put so much time and effort into this, and just really cool, you know. I can't thank him enough. So now I wanted to show you kind of the side-by-side of what the actual crash car looked like. So that's what the actual crash car looked like. Once again, tire to the right. You can't really see the right front from this angle, but it is destroyed. But you can see the hood is wrinkled up and the smoke coming out. It's perfect. And then here's another shot of it. Once the safety crew was coming in to help. Hope we can get a right front shot here. Yeah, there we go. Perfect. So yeah, there's the right front. Don't mind my dirty computer. But yeah, the right front just absolutely destroyed. And yeah, not a good night for Carl, obviously. Second cup start, you know, rookie. But he would end up being fantastic at this track later on in his career. Won numerous times, and they didn't call him Concrete Carl for nothing. So he really wants to do something to this custom here. That's okay. Anyway, I just still mind blown to this day that he made this, and so grateful. That's enough. Hope you all enjoyed. Please comment, like, and subscribe, and I'll see you on the next one.